Here's something you should know about pretty much every speaker that I've ever met. We all have, at one point or another, imposter syndrome. And so I see so many people that come to our programs and they say, Steve, I'm not sure if I can do this. What if nobody likes my story? What if I don't know how to speak? What if I'm not capable? What if I blow it? What if I forget my words? And all of that is going to happen to you. So let me put that out on the table right now, okay? You're going to forget your words. People are going to dislike you. You're going to make mistakes on the stage. You're going to say stupid things and you're going to embarrass yourself. That's part of the game. But what happens is once you learn how to deal with those little mishaps, your confidence starts to grow and you learn to be okay with those things when they happen. And so understand this, that everybody who does what you try to do, they're doing it if they're doing, and they have imposter syndrome. Everybody experiences imposter syndrome. The best way to deal with imposter syndrome is, first of all, realize that it's happening. And then secondly, that's it. Brush it away and keep going. You know, there's all different ways to engage an audience. Sadly, most speakers are taught really ineffective ways to engage an audience. But here is one of the simplest ways that you can engage an audience. You know, engaging an audience doesn't always mean getting them to do something. It's not always about getting them to raise their hand or sing a song or get up and dance or high five somebody. That's not really what engagement necessarily is. You can engage an audience simply with your eyeballs. You can engage an audience simply by making the audience feel that you are looking straight at them. And here's a couple of techniques that you can use to do that. Number one is find somebody in the first couple of seats, somebody in the first couple of rows, and just make eye contact and speak directly to that person for a couple of seconds. Then come and find another one. Speak directly to that person for a couple of seconds. And what'll happen is you may be looking at this person, but the 3 or 4 across may think you're actually looking at them. So that'll cover the front, and you just do that and look at the faces. And then what I do is I kind of look in the middle of the entire audience, and oftentimes I can't even see them because there are lights, but I know they're there. So I'll just kind of look into that direction, and I know they're there, so I'll look at them even though I can't see them, and I'll go around and I'll just randomly pick people, not flashing the eyeballs too fast. I'll go and I'll say something. I'll complete a sentence, you know, and I'll say something specifically to you, even though I'm not actually seeing you. It feels like I'm actually looking at you, doesn't it? And you'll do that to the middle of the audience. And then if it's a big place, I'll look right at the back. I'll look at the very back, and I'll even call some people out that I can't even see. I might even say, you know, gentlemen, that, you know, the gentleman in the middle, right? And there's bound to be a gentleman in the middle somewhere. And so you can do these things and make the audience feel like you're actually seeing them, even though you probably aren't. And that is a very easy way to get the audience to feel like you're communicating with them. Then there's all kinds of science around how to get them to stand up and do all the things you want them to do. That's for a different discussion. But the easiest way just to get the audience to feel like they're part of the discussion is just to randomly look at them and speak to them when you do. Don't just bypass them. Don't just scroll. Speak to them. Say something when you look at them.